Alrighty. What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here. Sorry for the delayed video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribe to all my channels, which are down there, dude. Down on Instagram. And share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never ever, oh, baby, ever miss an upload. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, like the video, dislike the video. I know we give shit with you guys. You guys do. But like the video, subscribe to my channels, and share the video all over the internet. Belch, no. Friend me on social media and all that other good shit. And don't forget to tap that bell. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we're gonna drink to that, man. So, cheers to you. That's all I gotta say about that. Some nice, cold, refreshing iced tea for now. I finished all my soda's gone, so I have to go to go get some next time I go shopping, which will probably be maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. Actually, probably be tomorrow because I'm going. Well, I was gonna go out, but I'm staying home to watch AEW All Out tomorrow night. The missus will be out doing her thing, and so that's that. And then Labor Day, I am going out to do some stuff in my old hometown, and that's all I gotta say about that. So that's all I gotta say about that. So I hope everybody's having a great start to your Labor Day weekend. If it's a 4-day weekend or a 5-day weekend, then may be the best for you. And if not, well, too bad for you. That's all I gotta say about that. I got a 5-day weekend, so I'm on day number 3 right now. So got 2 more days, tomorrow and Monday, and then I go right back to the human life, like most of you guys will on Tuesday. Everybody's gonna go back to work on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you might be. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you all for watching on this Saturday night, September the 4th, 2021. Was a pretty decent day here in the Northeast. 71 degrees right now, so I hope everybody had a great day. Like I said, Labor Day weekend is now upon us. We've got 2 more days of Labor Day weekend, the unofficial end of summer. So, after Monday, summer will be just about over. We'll be counting down the days officially to the official end of summer, which I believe is September the 19th or between the 19th and the 22nd. So we're about 2 weeks away from the official end of summer. And that's it. And then we start the fall, and the temperatures start going down a little bit, and the sun goes down around 6-7 o'clock now. So right now it's about 7. The sun's going down tomorrow at 7, just right before 7:30. So, but fully you go down by the time it gets pitch black. It's like 7:45 still. So it is what it is, and that's all I can say about that. All right, on this Saturday night, as always, it's Saturday night, and you know what that means. It's time to get sexy. As always, we always get sexy on Saturday night. Unless you're not getting any on Saturday night, then you're not getting any sexy. Then it's not sexy time for you. But it is what it is. But maybe later you get sexy time, but if not, and that's pretty much it. I think I have something on my. Yeah, I have a little bump on my. You can see it right here. Yeah, right here. I got a little bump. So, probably just a pimple. I'll get it. I'll take care of it. But anyway, on this not late, but on this Saturday night, September 4th, 2021, it is time for your late and out of date Smackdown and AEW Rampage reviews for September the 3rd, 2021, from Miami, Florida, and Chicago, Illinois. All right. You start the weekend off with a good old-fashioned Gilmore type, Gilmore color like. Get ready. I gotta get in position. Get ready. And bang. All right. We wrap up that Gilmore cutter. So last night we had Smackdown and AEW. AEW had their go home show before tomorrow night's All Out 3 event in Chicago at the Now Arena, which the card is stacked. And we'll probably be doing maybe later tonight or maybe tomorrow afternoon sometime. Probably around between 1 and 4 p.m., maybe 5 p.m. I gotta watch the Met game, of course. We'll get that out of the way, and probably after the Met game, we'll do our AEW All Out predictions on episode 203 of the Gilmore Chronicles. So don't forget to hit the bell, subscribe to the channel, and we'll get those out of the way, and then maybe late tomorrow night if I'm up. Still up because I might be sleeping by the time All Out ends. I will do an All Out review on the Peter Gilmore channel. If not, I would definitely do it. That's gonna be toughy. So I might do the AEW review sometime Monday morning. If I don't do it tomorrow night, I'll probably do it Monday before I go out. I have to go out early to where I gotta go, so I'm gonna try to just do maybe a quick AEW thoughts video, and then your NXT review live on Tuesday. But we'll see how everything plays out, and that's that. All right, so SmackDown and AEW, pretty decent shows for what it's worth. On SmackDown was okay-ish. We had the main event of Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, and we must acknowledge him, taking on a good friend, Finn Balor, for the Universal title. We also had the Usos taking on the Street Profits, number one contenders match. We had some other stuff going on the show. Some of it was kind of corny, especially like Kevin Owens, Happy Corbin, Logan Paul crap. That was just garbage. And there was some other stuff on the show that was just terrible. But it is what it is, and we'll see what happens with that. And maybe by the end of the show, hopefully, if it has come out already, the ratings for SmackDown and Rampage, if I can find them on ringsidenews.com. But we'll see what happens with that. What's that? All right, let's quickly get into our chat room, and we'll see what happens. Might be lagging a little bit. It's Saturday, so this thing's computer, my freaking my dish. Even though I called Dish today, they kind of fixed it, but I think my I have to get batteries in my remote control, so I might go down to the 99-cent store tomorrow, get a pack of batteries, and do that, come back, have lunch, and then while I'm waiting for All Out to go on the air, and we'll talk about that, and I'll probably be in maybe a live stream. If somebody does a live reaction, I think maybe J-Man is doing a live reaction tomorrow, so maybe I'll be with him. Maybe Brandon Martin will do one. So I'll be around. So if you guys want me in the chat, or maybe I'll go on the panel, but I'm not going to be on that long because if who might come home, so I have to get out of the room and everything. But we'll see what happens, and that's that. All right. We got Nick in the chat as always. He always says hi, and before I had my technical difficulties. All right, so we're back now. Well, we are live and in color. that. So yeah, I'm trying to get the comments to go quicker. All right, we got Zachary Tyler Hollowman. He says, "Hey, what's going on, Zach?" Not that Zach, but another guy named Zach. Nick Infante says it's Saturday night. Yes, indeed. It's always time to get sexy. Every night's time to get sexy, but mostly on the weekend we get really sexy, and that's it. All right, Nick's Zachary's laughing at Nick. All right, final comment before we get to the review. Nick says tomorrow night is all out. Yes, from Chicago, and my good buddy Mikey Mittens is in Chicago, and he will be there. He's done a lot there in Chicago, eating deep dish pizza, partying with the hot chicks in Chicago. He went to No Holds Barred, a couple GCW shows in Chicago. That guy gets around more. But he's dedicated to the business. So imagine, man. I mean, I would love to do something like what he does. Go around the country and go to various indie shows, or go to a Dynamite, or go to well, I wouldn't go to Raw, go to SmackDown, maybe SmackDown, but I'd rather just go to AEW, go to Ring of Honor, and maybe go to Impact, like Bound for Glory or something like that. But I really would love to go to Japan. I mean, I've been to one Japan show that was in New York City for what's it called? They had that 3-day three city show. One was in I think Worcester, Massachusetts. One was in Philly, and one was in New York. And then it was Strong Style Evolved or something like that. I forget what it was, but one of them was in the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, and I went, and the show, I sat in the second balcony because tickets were a lot, so I'm lucky to get one, and I was waiting online, and then I heard Ibushi was doing a meet and greet along with Lance Archer and a couple other guys from Japan, and I didn't know. I thought it was free, but then I hear, oh, you got to pay $25. I'm like, no! It's a good thing I had $25 on me, because I would have waited a long time outside to get all that. And that's what we had to do. You went in, you met Ibushi and Lance Archer and I think a couple other guys. Then you came back out. You had to get back online again, and then you went in, instead of just getting your autograph and just going, staying in the Hammerstein Ballroom for about 5 hours. Not 5 hour wait, but it is what it is. But anyway, that show was great. Even though it didn't start on time because New Japan World had technical difficulties. So I think the show started like half hour to an hour late. So I was like, crap, I gotta get home. I have work tomorrow, and I did have work the next day, which sucked. But thankfully the show ended right before midnight. I ran to the train, and I got home in like an hour and a half, and then I went right to sleep, and then got up, and then went to work, and that's it. It is what I'm hoping New Japan comes back to New York City. Probably won't be this year. Probably be early next year. But we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully, I have the money. Right now, my money situation is not so good. I thought it was going to be good, and then something happened with my I yelled at my bank today, and then now I gotta wait like another week before things get better, and because one of my checks might have bounced, so they're doing all that stuff. So I gotta make sure everything's okay, but hopefully everything will be okay by after the holidays and going into end of next week. But that's all I gotta say about that. All right, yep, looking forward to it. That's it. All right, let's get into what we got to get into. So get this video done, and then maybe have some dinner, and then probably go to bed after this. Depends if I have any energy. I might do the all out predictions and then go to bed after that, and then have all day tomorrow just to myself, and then wait for all out to go on the air, or and see what happens with that, and that's pretty much it for that. And quick Mets note: they had a doubleheader today. They won the first game, 11-9. They had a 9-0 lead, and they blew that lead. I was like, how do you blow a 9-0 lead? I'm like, oh, that's right. You're the Mets. So 9-0 lead in a 7-inning game. They blow that right in the 7th inning. And I thought they were going to lose the game, in the next in the 7th inning and then the 8th inning, but thankfully they didn't. And then my good buddy Frankie Lindor hits a 2-run homer to win the game, 11-9. So the Mets win again. They're 6+1 victory. Really, it's 6 wins, but they counted as 7. They counted as it's 6 wins, but they counted as 7. So they won that, and then the second game, didn't go so good. Another not so good, another not so good game by Mr. McGill. Gave up 4 runs. Mets tried to come back. They got 2 in the 6th inning, but nothing after that, and they lost 4-3 to the Nationals. So they have taken the first 2 or 3 from the Nationals. Got 2 more left. They got tomorrow and Monday afternoon, and we'll see what happens with that. So, but the Mets right now have picked up a half game over the Braves. The Phillies lost today again to the Miami Marlins. That helped really good, but that second game they should have won. If they would have won that game, it would have been so nice. Again, a game and a half, and get really close to the Phillies for second place. But right now, they will be 1 game back of the Phillies for second place. They will be 3.5 out. Phillies are right now they are I think 2.5 out. I think 2.5. What my app says 2, but I think it's 2.5. Let me just check. It looks like the Braves lost. That's good. Okay. All right. The Phillies are up by 2.5 games. The Mets are 4 games back. So the Phillies have a 1.5 game lead over them, and that's it. But in the for the wild card, the Mets are 4 games back, and like I said, 1.5 behind Philly, 2 behind the Cardinals, 3.5 behind the Padres, and 4 full games behind the Reds. And the Reds are winning right now 5-4. So Mets might lose a half game in the wild card standings, which will suck. Braves are now tied with the Rockies 4-4 in the bottom of the 5th in Colorado. That sucks. They were down 4-3 and now up 4 tied at 4. And the other teams they gotta jump over is the Padres. Padres are 4-2 in the top of the 4th inning against the Astros, and that's it. And then the Cardinals lost to the Brewers 4-0, so the Mets gained a half game on the Cardinals. So with 26 to actually they finished at 26. With 26 to play, with just about a little over 3.5 weeks to play, Mets are still mathematically in it. And that's it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. But you never know what's going to happen in this wacky world of baseball. So we'll see. Hopefully the Mets, they can they can beat the Nationals the next 2 games, and hopefully Atlanta and Philly well, Philly I think is off on Monday. No, it's Philly or Atlanta is off on Monday. So if the Mets win, they gain another half game. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, so tomorrow the Mets send Taiwan Walker to the mound. Hopefully, getting another win for the Mets. After that doubleheader loss, and that's that. And then on Monday, Trevor Williams, who pitched the doubleheader on Thursday, got the win there. He gets the ball on Monday at 1 o'clock on SNY. So they got that. And the Phillies do play on Monday. They play the Brewers in Milwaukee, which means it's a good land. So they have a 2 o'clock start, and the Braves are off until Tuesday, when the Braves will play the Nationals in Atlanta. And Braves have a pretty schedule so far, but they got more. They got 2 more games after tonight. They got, I think, they got 1 more game against Colorado. Then they got it pretty easy with the Nationals. They got 3 against the Nationals, and then another 3 next weekend against the Miami Marlins. And then after that, they got Colorado, and then the Giants, which hopefully the Giants will sweep them. We'll see. And then pretty much after that, their schedule is pretty damn easy. Arizona, they got 4 in Arizona, then 3 in San Diego, and then they finish the season off against the Phillies and the Mets. So that might that final week of the season might determine the wild card and the divisions in the National League East and the second wild card. But we'll see what happens with that. And the Mets, like I said, they got 2 more against the Nationals tomorrow and Monday. Then they go to Miami Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Hopefully they can sweep the Marlins in Florida, which is not easy. And last time they were in Florida, they lost 3 or 4. So we'll see what happens. And then they come home for the Yankees next week, or this coming weekend. Next weekend, I should say. And that's not going to be easy. Those 3 games in Citi Field are not going to be easy. I would love to take 2 or 3 from the Yankees, but I'm thinking, this, next weekend might be the death nail for the New York Mets. But because if the Yankees put the nail in the coffin, I won't hear the end of it. But it is what it is. All right, let's get to Smackdown. Let's not waste any more time. All right, so we had Smackdown last night from Miami, Florida, home The Rock. You live in Miami. You do that. But it's what it is. And that's that. All right, so we start off on SmackDown with the the signature and everything. And then we see what happened between Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, and Finn Balor. Last I think it was last week. When Finn made his return, and during Roman's family celebration, Roman up, and he's like, he talks about, it's like you beat Cena, waiting, and blah blah blah. But I'm gonna really Roman doesn't give an answer, and then they have a big humongous brawl that includes the Street Profits, and then we find out like a couple of days later that the match was now official. So we'll see that later tonight. So we see a little vignette and a video of that, and we'll move on from there. We start off our first match of the night. The tag team champions of the World SmackDown tag team champions, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, take on the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, in a contenders match. And if the Street Profits win, they get a shot whenever they want, maybe Extreme Rules, but we'll see. Match was all right. So they go off the ropes. Jimmy lands a shoulder block. Dawkins then drop tags in Montez Ford, who lands a drop kick to Jimmy. Then for his trouble, hops to the apron, tries to crossbody both Usos, and slam him into the barricade. Ow! As we go right to break. Then we come back. The Usos are working over Montez. Ford flips out of a back suplex attack, hits an which knocks Jay down. Jimmy comes in. He cheap shots Dawkins, but sends himself into the ring post while charging at Montez Ford. Then they get the hot tag to Mr. Dawkins. Dawkins goes nuts on Jay for a little bit, but runs into a Samoan on Dawkins and flying hip attack. Then they set Dawkins up for the super. Dawkins fights him off. Jim is an Zagiri, which hit Dawkins. All right, sorry about that. We're back. Technical difficulties as always with this computer, but it is what it is. Anyway, so like I said, the Street Profits win the match via disqualification, and we'll see what happens with them. When they get their title shot, which will probably be at Extreme Rules, but I don't think they're gonna win. And become 4 or 5-time tag team champions. I think the Usos will retain and hold it probably till the rest at the end of the year. But we'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on from there. All right. And during the match, we saw our tribal chief and his special line, his old Heyman, in his locker room. They're watching on the couch. Roman didn't so happy with his cousins getting beat up and them losing. He was still pissed off. So actually, after they get a humongous brawl, then the Usos then beat down out with a humongous dive over the top rope to take out both the Usos right in front of the announce table. Did not hit Michael Cole, who is with Corey Graves once again. Pat McAfee will be back on commentary next week in Madison Square Garden, and we'll see what happens with that. Glad he's doing okay, because we miss Pat McAfee. That's it. All right, so after the locker room, tells Heyman to bring me now. So he leaves, and then we see him walking to the ring or wherever he's going, and the very hot Caleb Braxton like surprises him. He's like, "Don't do that!" And Paul tells her, he says, "You need to save her and enjoy the moment." And then out of nowhere, we hear dun 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 Brock Lesnar's theme playing over Heyman's phone, and Caleb's like, "Hello, hi Brock," So Heyman, is like he's like, "Where are you?" He's like, "What can I do for you?" And he's like, "I just want to say," and then the phone hung up, and basically said he will deliver the message, whatever message that may be. Might be to Roman Reigns, who knows? Um, so Kayla's like, "You're right. I am definitely enjoying this moment, seeing you basically embarrassing yourself." So Kayla leaves and Heyman goes off. He runs into the janitor. He's like, "Can't you watch where you're going?" And then the janitor starts laughing and really creepy. And then it turns out to be Biggie. And then he holds up his briefcase like, laughing like Scooby Doo. So more teasing of the Money in the Bank briefcase that Big E can cash in on Roman or maybe on Bobby Lashley. But we'll see, and we don't know when he's gonna actually cash in. But that's it. All right, so it's kind of a little bit of fun. We know with Kayla and Heyman. Heyman doesn't really, but has to respect her. And the whole Big E teasing thing kind of freaks me out. I'm like, when is he gonna cash in already? Can we just get him to stop freaking trying to tease us and do this stupid crap? Just let him cash in already. That's all I gotta say about that. I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, you're still with me in the chat room? Let me know, and we keep on going with that. All right, not gonna be too long because it's 10 o'clock, and I want to go have some late night dinner, and then maybe later you'll get your all out predictions on the TGC Reborn channel. Just click the channel and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell so when I do it, when it goes live, you'll be there and you can come in my chat room and we'll talk about All Out for a little bit. Not too long, but that's it. All right, let's get back to SmackDown real quick. All right, so we go back to the arena. We hear the music of the man, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, who still getting a good reaction from the crowd, even though she's trying to play a heel. I think she's doing a really bad job, and she should not be heel. I really think they should into a heel and have Becky as the face, but I digress. So anyway, we get a recap of what happened last week when Becky made her return to TV to SmackDown, and after SummerSlam, holding the belt, blah blah blah. And then Bianca Belair, she's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's not really her. It's Bianca Belair. She comes out. They have a, she challenges to a match, for the SmackDown Women's title, and Becky's like, nope, not right now. And then they have Selena Vega comes out, Carmella comes out, and then Liv Morgan comes out. They have a fatal 4-way number 1 contenders match, elimination style match, which Bianca won, and she'll get that title match in the future. All right, so after the break, we'll hear from Becky. All right, so after the break, Becky's in the ring. Get a nice big pop for Becky. Becky's like, "What? No, you deserve a chant last week." So then, the marks in Jacksonville, because I don't know, it was in Jacksonville. I thought Miami's this Monday. I'm sorry. And then they fly up to New York for the big Super Show for SmackDown, and Raw will be also on it as well. So big Super Show at Madison Square Garden. Maybe you'll see Cena. Who knows? So anyway, the crowd chants, "You deserve it." Blah blah blah. She mentions last week she was interrupted by the entire women's locker room. Well, not really all the entire locker room, but basically didn't let her talk about Bianca Belair. She puts over Bianca's athleticism and is the only woman other than her to win a main event at WrestleMania. Becky won at 35, I know. She objects to being portrayed as the bad guy for what happened at SummerSlam. She says her return saved Bianca's match at SummerSlam, and she's been preparing to get the title back from the moment she had to leave, after she got knocked up by Seth Rollins, who forgot to pull out at 2. But it is what it is. Said basically Becky's like, you not being ready for me, that's on me. Call yourself the EST of WWE all you want, but you're not the best. And all it took was one move to basically end that title reign. So then Bianca comes out. She's still skipping and playing with her hair because she's Bianca Belair. When really Vince and company buried her. I mean, I wouldn't come out freaking skipping and dancing like I'm aging. I'll just come down to the right purpose, tell you how it is. But it is what it is. So anyway, Bianca comes out. Gets on the mic. We get a little EST chant. Nothing really big. So Bianca says that championship isn't just a title; it's a belt. Was part of her for a long time. You only held it for like 4 months. 4 months. Wasn't really your life. You held it for 3 months. It's not. And she lost it all 6 seconds. 26. She says she's not afraid to admit she was embarrassed, and she's still hurt. Don't try to bring Becky down or make excuses for herself. So she tries to play EST of WWE, the strongest after beating 3 women last week. The fastest rising star in your absence. The toughest because she's still earning her place and will be the best after reclaiming the belt. So she's like, I want title match now. So Becky's like, no. She's like, no. And then she leaves, and that's it. I still got a title shot. That's it. So pretty good promo from Bianca and Becky. It was all right. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars for that, and we will move on from there. What happens? All right, then we go to a weird segment in the back. We see Dirty Dogs. We have Bobby Roode and his partner Dolph Ziggler. A one-on-one match coming up with Dolph Ziggler is taking on Rick Boogs coming up along with Shinsuke Nakamura at ringside as well. So they're walking, and then we see Toni Storm to do this segment. So Tony's doing something, looking nice and hot and everything. So Ziggy sees her and he's like, "Whoa, it's Toni Storm. Let me look at that ass." Pervert. Then he starts flirting with her a little bit. It's like, "Why don't you come out? You can be at ringside with us, and for my match and everything." So Tony's like, "Nah, but I'll root for you." He's like, "Oh," she's like, "Nah, for you. I'm rooting for Rick Boogs." So, Ziggy's like, "Okay, good talk. Bye." That's it. So yeah, at least we see Toni Storm actually exists, and she's still there. But looks like I think Toni Storm got hit with the golden shovel. A week after she had one match, and then Vince is like, you go to catering. Go make some cookies. It is what it is. So I gave that 5 stars, and that's that. All right, we go here, and we're getting ready for some good old fashioned, some nice player that Rick Boogs. He's like, my name is Rick Boogs, a rock with the one true king of WWE. The Intercontinental Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. So he plays the theme, and the fans go nuts. Sadly, our good friend Pat McAfee wasn't there to jump on the goal and maybe sit on Michael Cole, but it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So he comes to the ring, and then Bobby would get the we're not gonna play your theme until after the break. So anyway, he comes out. Match was garbage. Garbage match. Out wrestles it early. Gets him on shoulders. Then we get a military from Mr. Boogs. Guy avoiding the pump handle power slam. And then Ziggy goes to the Boogs catches it, hits the pump handle. Rick Boogs stays undefeated on Smackdown. So Rick Boogs wins, and that's that. The F word and the P word. So you go bye. Nick took care of him. So good job, Nick. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. No, that's it. So take the name of your channel and know your role and get the fuck out. Piece of crap. Thank you very much, there, Nick. Thank you. The man with the quick trigger finger. Next time, blast him to the moon. And that's it. Alright, so Rick Boogs gets the win. Match gave 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, go to the back. See Becky, the champ, the Smackdown champ, walking. She runs into the authority and Adam Pearce, and they inform her that Bianca Belair had her title match tonight. Well, not on September the 26th. And she mentions that next week on the Super Show in Madison Square Garden, we'll get our very own, ever popular, and always ends in chaos, contract signing between Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. So we got that and much more on that big show next week from the Garden. And that's pretty much it. And no, I am not going to that show. As much as I would to SmackDown, it was sold out by the time I even wanted to go get tickets. So it is what it is. And I'm not going to go buy tickets on StubHub. So I'm just going to stay home and watch it from the comfort of my couch. And that's it. All right, so we got a contract signing next week. That should be fun. Yay, contract signing. So much fun. They should have a contract signing in a barbed wire steel cage. See how that goes. A barbed wire, electric barbed wire steel cage. See how that goes. Everybody would be dead in that match. Not in that match, in that contract signing. It is what it is, and that's that. All right, so next week we got a contract signing. Whoop-de-damn-do. That's it. All right, about to get to our next match. We have a good buddy Cesaro, or Matt, whatever you want to call him, Claudio. The guy that's with that hangs out with 2 guys that two guys are not on the payroll for WWE anymore. That would be Tyler Breeze and Adam Cole, baby. They're done with up up down down, right left right. But it is what it is. Adam Cole will probably be appearing for AEW in the next couple weeks. Tyler Breeze, I really don't give a shit. But really, I mean, it is what it is. So Adam Cole, the WWE, and we'll be going probably to AEW, Ring of Honor, or Impact, or maybe back to Japan. And WWE has egg on its face because they wanted his Twitch show, and Adam's like, nope, no, that's my show. So Adam, they wanted to renegotiate this contract, and I think one of the provisions of the contract was that that the WWE takes his Twitter show. And Cole's like, nope, that's my show. I've had it for like a long time. So you ain't getting that. So I'm out of here. So I have allergies up my nose. And that's that. So it sucks for the WWE. They lost one of their best talents over that stupid Twitch crap. If you have a Twitch channel, all the proceeds, all the money you get on your show goes right into the WWE's pocket, and you get nothing. That's what happened to Selena Vega. She had the Twitch show, then they release her, and then she's like, they want to bring her back, and I don't think she does her Twitch show anymore with Aleister Black, which kind of sucks. Even though I think Aleister can do that show, but I don't know if he does it. If he does the show, does that constitute her, it being Selena's show, because Selena's now back with WWE, and I think she told Vince and company that she has the Twitch show with her husband Tommy. I don't know how that works, but I think Tommy N should just have his own Twitch show. Just do it from the basement. Dark. He's a dark character, so why not just do it from the basement? Just have some candles around and just make sure your computer is on. That's it. Then he will be the All-Father. So anyways, he's in the ring. He's gonna be taking on Seth Rollins. This is the 5th time they're facing each other. That they need to leading to WrestleMania, then coming out WrestleMania, and then Cesaro, you got the title shot out of it from Roman, but I think it's 2-2 now in this feud, so the winner really ends the feud, but it is what it is. That's that. Match was okay. Basically asked why he wanted Cesaro. So talks, so it's a lot of age. At SummerSlam, he said he's going to use what he learned to put down his old rival and prove he's better. Basically going psychotic. It's like, I'm going to use a lot of Edge's moves. I'm just going to be like Edge. Next, we'll have a live sex celebration with Becky Lynch, which may or may not be a bad thing, but it is what it is. Anyway, so with Cesaro, hitting a tilt-a-whirl backbreaking onto the outside. Cesaro then runs around the ring, hits a running tiger uppercut into the barricade. He's in control. And hits ropes again. Runs into a drop kick by Rollins. Rollins then takes control. Hits him with a chop. Cesaro looks for the swing. Rollins escapes. Then misses an enziguri. Cesaro then hits him with another tiger uppercut. And then Rollins comes back with the execution. Rollins hits a flatliner into the turnbuckle. But gets caught trying to climb up the turnbuckle by Cesaro. Cesaro goes up top with Rollins. Rollins slips free, hits a bum for a near fall. Tries for a neck breaker. Then they go back and forth, countering each other. Rollins hits an edge. He's using basically Edge's moveset now. So anyway, Cesaro counters the stomp with a power bomb, and both men go down. Cesaro comes back with the uppercut train, then a discus lariat off the ropes for a near fall. But eventually, Cesaro he kept swinging and revolutions, not like the 32 he did a couple of months ago, but still 20's not bad. Then he tries to get the sharpshooter. He gets the sharpshooter on Rollins, but Rollins gets the ropes to force the break. Rollins gets flipped over the top to the floor, and Cesaro tries to go from around the ring to the timekeeper's area again, like he did the first time, and hit the running uppercut. But as he does, Rollins intercepts him, hits him in the shoulder arm area with a steel chair. Referee sees it and calls for the bell, and Cesaro wins by disqualification. Not the greatest way to win, but it is what it is. So Cesaro gets the win by disqualification. Match gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. Wasn't that bad, besides the ending. But the last 5 matches they've had, I mean, 4 matches, including this one, have been pretty damn good. And that's pretty much it. After the match, Rollins just beats the crap out of Cesaro. More chair shots. Another chair shot. He breaks the chair. Breaks that piece of the chair. Then he goes over to Cesaro, locks in the crossface, or as is now known as, got that from Drew McIntyre, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Cesaro's tapping out. Rollins is like screaming for Edge to come out. And then referees are coming out. They do nothing. Then he hits the curb stop on him for good measure. And then he tries to go for the concerto as more referees come out to yell at him. And then he comes out to run Rollins. Rollins like, ah. And then Edge is just like staring a hole at Rollins while making pieces. Looks like we're gonna get Edge and Seth Rollins coming up just a second. But yeah, so like I like that, like this psycho version of Seth Rollins kind of reminds me of when he was known as Tyler Black in the Age of the Fall. That's when Rollins was psychotic. But it is what it is, and that's that. All right. So I gave all that talking to the Usos, and he wants them to stick to the script and run the game, and they seem amenable, whatever that means. Then Heyman comes in, tells Roman they have a problem. Both of them have a problem with Brock Lesnar. So, it's like Roman. I got no problem. So Roman's like, I'm gonna smash Brock when the time is right. And then Heyman's like, my tribal chief, Brock says he will be at Smackdown next week from Madison Square Garden. And then I'm like Roman's pit, like he's like, what? How do you know that? And Heyman's like, he talks about Saskatoon and Saskatchewan and all that stuff. And it's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe Saskatchewan gets Fox. I don't know. So then he's like, they're going back forth, Paul's like in nervous mode, and then Roman asked Paul if do you know if Brock's here tonight? And he was like, I don't know. So now at the end of the show to maybe do something with Roman. We'll see. So that was kind of cool. I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's all I got to say about it. From there. All right, then we go to your boring show where we happy in a back gets out of his I think he has a Bentley or a Mercedes-Benz car that he won a couple weeks ago at SummerSlam. Blah blah blah. He's he's doing this rags to riches gimmick. He was the king, lost all his money, became a bum, and then somehow he went to Vegas and won a lot of money, basically all his money back, and now he's happy. Corbin, shiny happy Corbin. But anyway, he's gonna be on the Kevin Owens show coming up. So he gives his car keys to Mackenzie Mitchell. I think it was Mackenzie Mitchell. I don't know. One of the interviews, I think it was Mackenzie Mitchell. That is what it is. So that's that. All right. After that, we see Stain. Walking. Caleb comes up to him, and he says he hoped his saga with Seth Rollins was over, but he's like, "Who am I kidding? They've been talking about how similar this is doing right now." He says this needs to stop, and he wants a match with Seth next week in Madison Square Garden. So that match is now official for the Garden. Edge versus Seth Rollins 2. So next week on Smackdown is going to be a huge show. Probably pop a huge rating. I would say probably 3 million maybe, but we'll see. Anyway, he says he burned Rollins down once, and he's going to do it again. And ever just saying, he closes it with, "I told you." And he's like looking in the camera like, "This doesn't end well." So we'll see what happens with that. And if it does end or in rules, I think they'll extend it to Extreme Rules, and then I think Seth Rollins will probably beat Edge at Madison Square Garden. Then they'll have the third and final match at Extreme Rules, Asian type match, maybe a chairs match or something like that. Edge will probably win that, and then go their separate ways after that, 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we go to the ring for the Kevin Owens show. Happy Corbin comes in, blah blah blah. Corbin comes in with this crappy new theme song, which I don't think Kevin liked. And he's like, "I'm very happy to be on your show, Kevin." And he's like, "Without you, I would not be here." So, just want it on him. Do we pay him the $100 that got stolen by, I think, Dolph Ziggler a couple weeks ago after knocked him and shot on the tank and everything. He says, "Well, I might not have $100, but my special guest does." And then out comes Logan Paul to basically nothing. Crowd hated him. I mean, I don't know why he was there. Why was he on Raw and then he's on SmackDown? Got that money. He gets in the ring and he got more. I mean, really, he got like X-Pac, Eva Marie type heat. Nobody wanted him there. I didn't invite you, but while you're here, I have to ask you about you insulting Corbin. After Corbin lost to Big E, think it was like a couple weeks ago. Cool, so we hung out after his brother Jake Paul beat Tyrone Woodley last week, and he said he won a lot of money out of that night. We don't care. That fight sucked anyway. Owens understands why those two would get along. He says he says one of the most self-centered, egotistical, and delusional, Logan Paul, and you, Corbin. So then Logan takes out some money. Surprised nobody from the audience didn't come out and kick his ass and take his money, $100. Owens is like, I don't need it. I got more money than you anyway. And he needs for Paul to turn around and get the fuck out of here and never come back to the WWE. I was hoping for that. So Paul's like into the ropes. Owens like, bitch, shows him, and then both lights out, and then Corbin cheap shots him with, I think, the microphone. Then he hits a choke slam, basically putting him down, and then Logan Paul gets on the mic and tells Owens that's like, I'm not the guy. Yeah, so it looks like Corbin and Logan Paul have a union, or I don't know what it is. I really don't want to see Logan Paul on Smackdown every goddamn week. But this stupid feud between Corbin and is just boring as fuck. I hope Corbin gets his bell rung, and this whole happy Corbin type gimmick is gonna be gone pretty soon, because that's what WWE is thinking of doing. They're gonna make him like a big a big multi-millionaire or whatever, and then they're gonna take it from him, and he's gonna be back to being stubborn, boring Corbin, who loses all the time. And that's it. All right, so I gave all that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's all right. Before we get to our to match number 4, which is Dominic Mysterio taking on Sami Zayn, we mentioned this week. We see Liv Morgan staring at Carmella as she's posing for the camera, showing she's like doing this, like, ooh, look at my hair, look at my fake titties, look at my boobies, look at my ass. And Corey Graves at ringside is probably having a hard on, but it is what it is. And then we hear some like creepy guy, oh, the most beautiful woman in the world, Carmella. Like she's like we're at the movies or something. That was kind of corny. And then we see Liv Morgan like looked like she was about to cry. I was like, what the fuck's going on with this? Maybe Liv Morgan's gonna have a feud with Carmella. I really don't care. Bye, Matthew. With your another fake account. What happened to the old one? I wonder what happened to that one. But it is what it is. And that's that. Anyway, so yeah, we'll probably see Liv Morgan and Carmella going into another mindless zombie feud that nobody cares about. And that's that. All right, then we go to match number 4, Dominic Mysterio and Sami Zayn. This was kind of boring and didn't last that long. They tie up Dominic. Starts moving around, starts like stick and move. Dominic goes after the arm. They trade arm ringers, and they escape. So kind of like a stalemate to start. Dominic with an arm drag, but he runs right into a clothesline from me. But Dominic comes back, lands a kick, hits the ropes, hits a hurricane. But Sami he goes for the 619. Sami avoided it. Goes to take a powder. Goes to leave for a little bit, and he's like, I'm out of here. I don't want this match. I'll have to get counted out. So he's going up the ramp, and then Rey Mysterio, booyaka. Dominic's dad comes out. Ray comes out on the ramp, and he's like, no. You get in there, and you take your beating. So Sami eventually goes in. Well, he was going in. Dominic hits a dive on the Sami, and then he looks at his dad, and Dad's like, "Go get him, son! Go get him!" And Dominic's like, he's going back. I got it, Dad! I got it. Goes in the ring. Next thing you know, right in the face. The hell of a kick. 1, 2, 3, and I really didn't give 2 shits because I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Ray gets in the ring and starts talking to Dominic. Dominic does not look pleased. Dominic's eventually gonna turn on his dad. Just gotta wait, maybe, about that. And thank you for the free views and dislikes, motherfuckers. That's all you can do. But anyway, we'll move on from there. All right. Then we go to the back. Sonya Deville's on the phone. I guess talk to somebody about next. We got Age on the show. We got that from Madison Square Garden, and then we see Naomi, who is in the darkness, who is listening in. She's like, it's remember when I league about giving me a match, and then someone's like, oh, I completely forgot about that. Come back next week, and I'll maybe I'll give you a match. So it is what it is. I just don't know what's this gonna lead to, like Naomi versus Sonya Deville, or not. Naomi is gonna eventually get into the bloodline, which she should do, because at least we'll see Naomi on TV every week instead of seeing her just do for like a minute or two, basically trying to get a match. It's like, I don't wanna bake the cookies no more. And so you cookies look stay until you're gonna cook those cookies for your kids and Jimmy Uso. Just like you did on Total Divas. They're gonna make you cook. Gonna make you cook. So shut up. That's that. So I gave that 1.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, then we go back to commentary. Mitchell Cole and Corey Slave talk about next week's card, which will feature Edge versus Seth Rollins 2, the return of Brock Lesnar, and the contract signing between Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch for Extreme Rules. And that's it. All right, then we go to the gorilla position. We have our good buddy Finn Balor, and Kayla comes up to him and asks him some questions. Balor says people have been asking for years what might have happened if he didn't get hurt in 2016 after winning his first Universal title match from Seth Rollins, and it up. Then they had that. We all know. Remember the second Universal Champion? Do you? I do. That was my good friend Kevin Steen, thanks to Triple H. That was the greatest time in 2016 when Kevin Owens won his first major title. Next to not the NXT title. We all remember that long reign he had in 2015 with that belt, and the whole thing with Cena, where he lost the first match, lost to Cena again after that. He had 3 matches, he lost 2 of them, which sucked. That's all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. So anyway, he's like, well, if I didn't get hurt in 2016, it might have been different. I could have had a longer reign. Blah blah blah. But he says he's going to answer the questions. He says 20 minutes is plenty of time for us. So let's have a good match. Balor goes to the ring. Then the Usos jump even into his stomach and ribs like 6-7 times. And the referees finally, they bring him in. Well, not continue. Goes for the Superfly Splash, but then the Street Profits come out. And then they run him off. They run him out of the building, basically. As we see Balor riding in the ring. And then Roman Reigns comes out to that epic entrance. So Roman makes his entrance and gets to the ring, and it takes him about 15 minutes to get there. We had to take a break.
Pasta?
And no, I do not want pasta. Ba-la-la. Anyway, so people are like, where's Rosa? Anyway, Roman's in the ring. Balor's being checked on by the medical staff, but looks like Balor is ready to fight. And that's it. So I give 5 out of 5 stars. Then we get to the main. Roman started beating the living bejesus out of Balor with some stomps and then a big heel from one side of the ring to the other side of the ring. Starts abusing him with clotheslines in the corner. Balor's catch him with a drop kick to the knee. Then some leg kicks. Roman's able to fight back with a headbutt, but Balor comes back with a sling blade. Tries to go for the shotgun drop kick, but Roman cuts him off with a right hand. And then Urinagi gets in there. Roman sets up for the Superman punch. Balor avoids it, but runs into a right hand. But then Balor hits a Pele kick as both men go down. Then they get back up in the body for those exposed, messed up ribs. He goes down, double leg, then a double stomp to the body of Roman. Out of the ring. Tries to head out of the ring, but Balor ties. Then he go back to the ring. Then they go back in the ring again. Balor goes up top for the coup de grace. Roman avoids it. Then he avoids it. Then he runs and hits a Superman punch for a near fall. Roman starts yelling at the crowd, like, look at him, he will acknowledge me. He sets up for the spear. He goes, ooh. But Balor intercepted with a knee. Then he tries a 1922 small package, but Roman kicks out at 2.85. Then he hits the Eye of the Hurricane, but still gets in the phone. Then he hits the shotgun drop kicks, goes up top, hits the coup de grace. We're about to get a new champion. Roman kicks out at 2, but then, as he kicks out, he hits Balor right in the nuts. He's done that a couple times on pin attempts, knock people right in the nuts to gain control. Then he gets on top, does some ground and pound, basically knocking the living crap out of Balor. Then he locks him in the guillotine. Balor tries to get to the ropes, but eventually Roman adjusts his grip, and Balor goes to sleep. And, well, he went to sleep by tapping out. And that's it. So Roman retains the Universal title. Match wasn't that bad. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, as how Balor's getting, looked at.
I gotta eat.
Shut up. I got a little more to go, so you gotta wait.
Pete, I'm not gonna wait. I need to sit on the table. Hurry
No,
up.
too bad.
You've been at it all through hours now.
Shut up!
Hurry up.
My ass. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this up real quick before Ding Dong.
Kick your ass.
Yeah, before Ding Dong tries to kick my ass, and I'll put my foot up her, you know what?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I will. Anyway, so Roman wins. Afterwards, Roman looks to head out, but then we get a brief. That was. We get a. What we get? We get things thrown at each other.
Wrap it up. I'm starving.
Rosa's about to get a Gilmore cutter.
I'm starving.
So
Hurry up.
go kiss my ass.
Close it up already.
No, not the burrito's not ready to be wrapped yet.
People have to eat.
People need to get sex too.
Ew, stop it. You're gonna get banned again. Keep talking.
Yeah. Susan can suck my dick.
Oh, there's a number 2. That video is not gonna stay up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So anyway, Roman goes to head out. Then we see a brief flash of red, and then Roman's like, "What was that?" So we didn't know what that was. Maybe a tease to the demon Finn Balor coming for Roman, and that's it. And that ends SmackDown. So all right, SmackDown gets a 6 out of 10, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right. Well, okay. Now I'm gonna quickly go through Rampage, and really quick. I'm just gonna say who won and that, and I'm not gonna go into it. All right, we got our first match of the night from Chicago, Illinois. For Rampage, Malachi back to Lee Johnson, even though Lee Black wins with the black mass, and then after the match, Dustin Rhodes comes in, and they have a stare down. They're having a match on Dynamite this Wednesday night. Malachi Black is still undefeated, and blah 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 blah. So then afterwards, Mark Henry is with Dustin. Dustin has a message for him. It's like, I'll see you on Wednesday. And then we get the match. All right, after that, we get our favorite champion, Miro. Miro smash Lana pussy. Yeah. Sorry. Him and Eddie, I almost said Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Kingston have a little promo off. Blah blah blah. It's like, your neck is your weakness, and the DDT is your weakness. Blah 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 blah. Miro comes back, says the only thing you got is Moxley, bad boy from Moxley, blah blah blah. So Kingston comes out calling Miro some BS, and Miro's God is not real, blah blah blah. I'm surprised he didn't say anything about Lana, but it is what it is. Then he goes in the ring. Well, he tries to go out the ring. He gets hit in the head with the belt, but then he comes back, hits the spinning back fist, and lays out Miro. So match on Sunday for the TNT title. That 3 out of 5 stars. You get the first segment 3 out of 5. The first match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right, then we go to match number Rebel and Jamie Hayter in a 2-on-1 handicap match with Chris Statlander. Do any good for them as Rebel in a spider-like walls of Jericho. Rebel taps out, and then afterwards, Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter try to attack Statlander after the match, but Red Velvet comes in for the save. Probably have a tag team match on Dynamite for that, and that was it. So Chris Statlander gets the win. I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Blah 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 blah. All right, then we get the All Out card and all that, and the Eliminator Series. Then Mark Henry and with some words from Darby and Daniel Garcia. Darby promises to get in the face of CM Punk after beating the crap out of Garcia. Garcia's like, I'm going to beat you up and you're not going to make it there. Blah, blah, blah. And then CM Punk comes out to jump in the crowd and all that stuff. And then we get to the main event. Daniel Garcia and Darby Allin. 2.0 got involved a little bit. But in the end, Darby gets the win. With a leg station type thing, looked like a heel hook. So Darby gets the win. Afterwards, 2.0 jumps Darby. Sting comes in to get help. Well, it's like a 3-on-2, and then CM Punk comes in. All three of them just beat the living crap out of each other. And then it ends with Darby and Punk ring, face to face, and that's pretty. I gave the final match 3 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I can't even talk. Rampage wasn't that bad, so I gave that 7 out of 10 stars, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, everybody, that's it. Thank you all for watching, and let me know what you guys thought down below. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, dislike the video. I don't even give a shit what you do, and all that other good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here before Rosa gives me a Gilmore cutter in a really not so good place. And that's it. So I'm going to go eat. You should too. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Ha! Go eat, you fuckers.